Good evening, my dear, beloved, precious YouTube friends. Tonight's video is inspired by one of you, calls himself New Jack. And this is an extremely intimate, very serious and sincere subject. I'm wondering how many of you are going through it or have gone through it in your lives on either side of it. And I'm going to talk with you about it now. I'll bring the camera closer. And I just want you to know, New Jack jumped to the top of my special hello list tonight. He posted something under a video today that was so sincere, so genuine, and so humble. And he gave me such a compliment. Far beyond you look beautiful or sexy or any of that. What New Jack said was that my channel is providing a public service because he's very lonely. And my approach to this channel, I don't think is a very common one. I feel so blessed to get to know you. You enrich my life learning from you, befriending you, really befriending you. So many of you I have come to know. I feel we know each other, even though we've never met face to face. Now, I think I've told you before, it's similar to the pen pals I had when I was little, and I loved them, and I love you. And New Jack, I want to thank you for that post. My heart goes out to you and your situation at the moment, but New Jack, I believe in you, and you're not alone. And I'm here, and I'm thrilled that you wrote, and I did reply, quite a lengthy reply, and I meant every word of it. And you, again, I say, you honored me with your post and your sincerity, the fact that you said such things under one of my videos, that you feel comfortable enough to say something like that under one of my videos, to me, is an honor. So thank you. Thank you for being you, and thank you for being here, New Jack. And that goes to all of you. And yes, I have more people on the special hello list tonight. Okay. Meanwhile, I'm going to now get to a very, very serious topic that I am living through right now. And it dawned on me, and New Jack, yes, you inspired tonight's video. It dawned on me that I'm probably not alone in this. Because, New Jack, you're not the only one who feels alone sometimes in this life. I do, and I have a feeling, I suspect many of us do. At one point or another, or maybe often, I don't know. But now I'm going to bring the camera closer, as I so often do, and have a real heart-to-heart with you. And hello again. So today, I don't know if I mentioned, but it is a Tuesday evening. It is April 19th, 2022. And what I want to talk to you about tonight, well, I'll just jump right into it. I really don't know what to title it right now. I have an uncle. I have an uncle who used to be extremely handsome and very, very charming and arrogant, and well, he had a lot of issues, but he was, he kind of got through his life being very handsome and knowing it, etc., yada yada, very, very successful financially, and he has been homeless for the last 20 years. Homeless, really homeless, like citations for urinating in public, etc., things like that. Homeless shelters, sleeping outside, boxes, the whole 9 yards. We have been looking, me and myself, one of my relatives and myself. I'm not going to get involved with what part of my family this uncle is from or anything like that. He is a blood relative, and one of my relatives and I have been looking for my uncle, for about 20 years with no success. I finally got a lead on his location yesterday. Turns out he's right near me. He's here in Fort Lauderdale, or at least he was a year ago. I spoke to a woman in a church who knows him and says that she helped him with phone calls and filling out forms and things like that. He would see her every week. He still gets his mail there, but hasn't collected it in a year. But I did find out that he did have a citation for urinating in public in 2021, which really, to me, was a good thing, because we had, honestly, sort of accepted the fact that he was no longer walking the earth as he was. We had said our goodbyes and shed our tears and just assumed that he was no longer with us, because about 10 years ago we went to down south a bit and put reward posters up and talked to homeless people and went to shelters and tried desperately to find him and were unsuccessful. And so we kind of gave up. But yesterday I got a lead on where he might be. And when I spoke to this woman in the church, she was so sweet and she was so excited that I found her. And she's also now part of the search. And I think I might have found him earlier tonight, or at least where he is staying. It's a partnership here in South Florida that helps homeless people, and I left a message. So far, no call back, but I've got the phone near me. It has been since I left the message, and I so hope I hear from him, because if I do, my intention is to jump in the car and go down there and pick him up, if he wants to be picked up, because they're warning me now that often these people don't want to be saved. They are so accustomed to their life, or sometimes they're ashamed of their life. They don't want to come home, but I want to bring him home. And if he wants to come, and if he doesn't want to come, I want to make sure he has whatever he needs. And so I was wondering about, because I'm sure he has lonely moments, I have no doubt. I have another uncle that I keep very much in touch with, who is his brother. And, you know, he and I, we talk, and I actually haven't spoken to him in a few months, and that's not good. So I plan to call him tomorrow. But the point is, I have his number, and he has a home, and he keeps in touch with other families. So he's not in the same boat as the uncle who's all alone in the world right now. And I don't know if he knows we were searching for him or have been searching for him. I don't know if he wants to see us. Surely my heart will break if he doesn't, but I will respect his whatever he wants. But it comes to dawn on me that he's not going to be the same man that I remember, my sweet, handsome, charming, funny uncle before 20 plus years of being homeless. Even the woman on the phone sort of warned me. She said, he's not that sweet. He's kind of rough now. But I don't care, because what some people might consider a blight or a plight or a dark spot on their existence, to me, I just want to see him. He's my family. I want him to know that A, I love him, and not just me, other family, that we miss him, that we love him, that we're here. If he wants us, if he wants to call, I'm here to talk anytime, day or night. I'll drive down and get him. I'll cook him home cooked dinner. I'll let him sleep on. Well, we have a relative with a guest room. But no matter what, because I'm certainly, in my life, I've had my low moments. I was not always the woman you see sitting before you right now. I was not as wise as I am now. And I put my loved ones through some serious heartache in my time. That's how I became the woman I am now. So I want to be there for him. And it's not an age thing. You know, some people grow up at 12. It's a fact. Some people grow up never. Some people finally see what's important in life. Like, I feel tremendously blessed that to me, I see what real riches are. And that's partly why I approach this channel the way I do. You enrich my life. New Jack, you really touched a chord in my heart and in my soul today with your post. And I answered you, and I answered you genuinely, sincerely, and from the heart, like I do all of you who write sincere messages like that. And that is what I love about this channel. And as I told New Jack today, this channel is a sanctuary. I do not welcome political talk here, because I don't care. I honestly don't care. It doesn't change who we are inside and what bonds us together. What we have in common is far greater than our differences. Yes, they're sensationalized in so many ways nowadays, and I find that just horrific. I do. Because we all of us, No matter what side of the political spectrum you're on, we all love our family. I mean, I'm not talking about the few freak, nasty, mean, horrible, evil people in the world, because I do believe there are only a few of them. I think most people truly are good in their heart and soul, and if you're watching my videos, you're probably one of us, one of the good people. So I really don't care what side of the political spectrum you're on. We love our family. We want to take care of our loved ones. We want to see people do well. We don't want to see people suffer. We may have a different look of how to go about it, but the goal is the same. So I try to look at that, what we have in common, and there is so much that we have in common. So I don't welcome political talk here, at least not directly political that way. And that's why I don't. Because I do love all of you, and that's the truth. So having said that, how many of you have either been homeless or have a relative you haven't seen? I have not seen my uncle in 24 years. 24 years. That's right. When we heard that he was going through hard times, and we heard from a high school friend of his who kept in touch with the other relative, anyhow, we heard through him that my uncle was struggling, and we reached out. We spoke to him. You know, we spoke, but in the last 20 years, no communication at all. And then, like I said, we've been looking for him all this time. And it's funny how things happen when you least expect it. So I got a lead on where he is. I think I found him tonight, and I left a message. I'm waiting anxiously. And I do want to know how many of you have either been in my situation or his. And how have you approached that? Would you invite them home? Would you rush out to go help them? Would you say, oh, they made their bad decisions, they made their box, so let them sleep in it? Whatever. I mean, how would you approach this? And I'm sharing it with you because I want you to know, you know, like I've told you before, I try to exude presence of someone who has her life together, and for the most part I do. I'm very proud of myself. I really am. But I'm not too proud to say that I'm not perfect, and my family is not perfect, and we've got our moments of dysfunction, and you know, even my mother, who was here on Easter, and Annette, adorable Annette, 80s fun, I can't remember her channel. I mentioned it in my other video in the kitchen recently. Annette, I love you. Annette said you look like you have a perfect relationship with your mother. People think that. A lot of people assume that, and I guess we do in many ways. But there are many times I scream and yell at her and slam the door and tell her to get the heck out of my house. And then I call her and apologize later, or she yells at me and slams the door and leaves my house and calls me to apologize later. You know, no one's family is perfect. No matter what we put out for the world to see, and I want you to see me, and that's why I'm sharing this story with you, and it's true. So that was that. Please tell me in the comments if you have a relative, like I said, who's homeless, you know, who struggles with mental issues or addiction issues that your family has either cut off or tries desperately to have them come home, or what is your approach to that? Are you that person? I'm not judging any of you for that, and I really want to get to know you. So I hope that you'll embrace this video and answer in the comments. So back to the special hello list. Aside from New Jack, who jumped to the very top tonight because he inspired tonight's video, we have Gujar, Jitter Patel, and he is in Delhi, India. Hello, sweetheart. Hello. Humberto Gonzalez, Herb Redholz, Itek Nasis, and Paulino Inocenzio. I'm sorry, Paulino Inocenzio. All right. And so that was tonight's video. Patreon and OnlyFans, I am now going to shed this lovely thing set and do some very, very sexy photos for you. We're not doing a video tonight because I do so many videos for you. we're going to mix it up a little and just have some sexy pictures tonight. And by the way, I will be back day after tomorrow. Woo, woo, woo! I am going to my friend's salon here in Boca Raton. That would be Salon Copage, and he is going to fix my hair. Dum-da-la for the commercial! The real commercial that will be on cable television. And that is for Siobhan's Desired Radiance, and I am oh so excited. So yeah, very excited about that, and I hope we're all having a good evening. And I don't care where you're watching this from, if you're lonely or alone or with family or having fun or whatever you're doing, just know I'm here too, right here with you, and looking forward to hearing from you. So I guess that's all for now, my darling, dear, beloved YouTube friends.